welcome to another episode of Accessible Daily Living. Today I'm very happy and fortunate to have Mr. Rick Fanjean of American Standard Walk-In Tubs. Rick will be joining us shortly, but before we get there, I just want everybody to tune in to see us live for every episode on the disabilitychannel.ca. So www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. Please push the live tab for Watch Us Now for the TV show, and you'll be able to see this face and many others from OBSWA to our great man involved here, Jay Stoyan, on his episode. So please tune in live to check in and see what's happening, what's new with the disability community, and how we're fostering, endorsing, and supporting individuals with disabilities and those in the community who are supporting them. But right now, I'm just going to go off to a few key points, what's happening in the city of Toronto. It's a beautiful day today, and we're very fortunate. Our boys in blue last night beat out the Florida Panthers. I think the final score was 3-2. So our boys in blue won their second game of the year. Fantastic, good young team, and obviously some very good hockey left, a lot of hockey left, and these guys are young, so everyone be patient with these guys and, you know, let them grow and do what they have to do. So congrats to the Toronto Maple Leafs for winning last night, and also to our boys in red, the TFC, who beat out the Philadelphia Union the other night at BMO Field to win the knockout playoff series and go on to play against the New York FC team this Sunday at BMO Field. So congratulations to TFC. Goal scorers against Philadelphia were Sebastian Jovinko, Jonathan Osorio, and Josie Altidore. So congratulations, Toronto till I die, as TFC fans state. So without further ado, please, you know, we're going to go to a break right now. When we come back, we're going to have our good friend Rick Fanjean of American Standard Walk-In Tubs, who's going to give us some information, insight, where we're going with regards to accessibility and the need in the home for individuals with disabilities. Check you soon, guys. We'll be right back.
Life has a way of throwing you curveballs. Sometimes you're lucky enough to see it coming. Other times it just hauls off and hits you in the face without warning. When my second child was born and turned out to be special needs, that was a curveball that neither my first wife nor I saw coming. However, it's not the fact that life saw fit to hit us with this challenge that matters. It's the daily struggle to adapt and overcome that makes us who we are. Being both a blended family and one with a special needs child definitely makes some days a real challenge to navigate successfully. It takes a full measure of teamwork from everyone involved to make the family work. Most days, we don't have it all together, but together, we have it all.
Having my grandkids over is the highlight of my day. But it isn't all hugs and cookies. I also get to help raise them and teach good habits. I call it Grandma's Training Program. Whether it's safety in the backyard, no, or staying clean, don't forget to use soap, or monitoring video game use. And I don't just mean limiting the amount they play. We all spend more and more time on these little devices, and it can be really bad on our spine. Not long ago, I had neck surgery, and it was during my physical therapy that another patient introduced me to the ab collar. I used the ab collar during my recovery to remind me to have good posture during my daily exercises. And now it's an important part of Grandma's Training Program. The ab collar is lightweight, portable, and easy to put on. But best of all, it serves as a great training tool to teach the boys how they're supposed to sit while playing their video games. And now I hardly ever have to remind them at all. I want to help my grandsons grow up healthy and strong and make good decisions. And the ab collar is helping me do that.
Welcome back, guys. And like I said prior to the break, we have Rick Fanjean here of American Standard Walk-In Tubs. But before I go there, make sure you guys subscribe to Roku. It's free, so you can watch us on digital TV. Again, watch us live as well on www. Oh, that was a tongue twister. www.thedisabilitychannel.ca. Press the live tab feed, and you will be able to see this face and many others live on the Disability Channel. But again, our man of the hour, man of the half hour, Mr. Rick Fanjean. Rick, welcome to the show. Thank you for coming today and gracing me with your presence.
Thank you for inviting me, John. Really appreciate the invite.
Oh, it's my pleasure. You know, just to let everyone know, I've been involved with Rick for the last couple of years. We've been part of the same council. But Rick, before we get to those questions, and you know, really no one wants to know about our bromance, you know, how long you're with American Standard Walk-In Tubs? How long have you been with American Standard?
I've been doing the American Standard Walk-In Tubs for about 6 years now, going on 7. And prior to that, my experience with walk-in tubs was to assist someone with a different brand and getting them started. And then I became very interested because I wanted to learn more about the business. I had done all the research and everything and saw the opportunity in helping the senior population, of which I'm part of.
Oh, that's great. Now, is this a family-run business? Or do you work with anybody else, or is this just a one-man show?
No. We're across Canada now with various representatives that we're training and in progress, as well as the fact that, yes, it is a type of family business, and the fact that I can work with my son, who's had quite a bit of experience installing walk-in tubs.
So what's that experience? What does your son have that most people don't?
He's a master plumber. He's done tremendous amount of situations where, you know, everything that we've done, we turned into a procedure rather than starting from scratch, or, you know, we learned everything. So we basically, from the time we received the tub from the factory, there's a procedure for that, and to the installation, there's a procedure for that. So there's every step of the way. We do the initial assessment, we do the tub testing in our own facility, we schedule the installations, master electrician, master plumber, top-notch carpenters for the finished product, and we're very proud of what we do.
And you hit the procedures and the processes, and then you just went on, and I you know, obviously from my end with accessible daily living and what we do is I can only appreciate and really emphasize with our public, or, you know, our viewership, how important it is what Rick is doing and how he's going about providing his services and installation of the products, more so specifically the walk-in tubs. Rick, I mean, we can probably talk all day, and probably more than just the day, about the procedural. You know, how important is that procedure to the individual with the disability? Like, I mean, I know it's a very vulnerable situation for them. You know, you see it more often than not. Like, how do you, that procedure, when you explain it to your client, and they're, you know, they're regimented and that they know, you know, how is that received? I can only imagine that they're just, you know, tickled pink at how you handle that, and how you're able to, you know, say, hey, listen, this is what we're doing now, this is when everything's going to happen, and this is how it's going to get put into place. How is that received with your clients?
Well, John, because, you know, there's so many people in the industry that think they can do it when in actual fact they can't do it, because the person offering the tub many times has never seen the tub, okay? They represent a marketing agency. American Standard owns the factory. They build the faucets. It's so much different than what you see on some TV commercials as far as walk-in tubs. What we like to do is do a complete assessment and actually go in the home, okay? It all starts there. We have to see the bathroom. We want to see how things are configured, what changes can be made. We like to walk the person through and say, okay, would you need some assistance here? Because it's not an installation for today, it's an installation for 5, 10, 15 years. So a lot of thought has to be put in. We have to check the electrical, we have to check the plumbing. We want to check the structural, of course, okay? Because we're going to be doing that renovation in the minimum amount of time possible, okay? So everything has to be prepared beforehand, because many times it's their main bathroom. And so when we bring the person in there, we say, okay, how is it do you currently get into your tub? if you're using your tub. If we were to put in this type of tub, okay, do you need a grab bar here? Do you need a super pole over here? Just all these things to sort of put it into their mind where they understand and say, okay, here's how I'm going to get into this tub. We have to consider emergency workers, okay? Someone gets sick, they got to get them out of the bathroom. How? Well, maybe we're going to change the door swing, okay? Because we have to make it safe. Everything has to be about safety. We work with interior design people, occupational therapists, everyone we can in the industry. Why? Because it's a team effort and doing it right. You know, we don't put marble floors in a bathroom, okay? Because the people using the bathroom aren't wearing their running shoes to have a bath. So everything has to be non-skid, safety in mind. It's not about beauty because, you know, for most of our patients or clients, I should say, when they're 75 years old, it's functionality, form, functionality with safety. That's basically what we look at, okay? We want to make it, you know, so that the person enjoys taking their bath every day.
Yeah, you know, and you made some very good points, one of which I'm going to tell our viewership is the involvement of occupational therapists. And you guys need to stay tuned. In one of our future episodes, we will have an occupational therapist on the show to discuss more about the involvement and the interrelation between individuals like myself, like Rick, like Pat, who was on one of our previous shows, in terms of how to interact and how to work as a team. One thing that you did mention, Rick, is the assessment portion. Now, this is not just, this is a written, is this a written form, a standard form that you go in there that's been developed by American Standard, by yourself? Who has developed this assessment procedure?
We developed our own assessment forms, okay? After doing a tremendous amount of research, we wanted to cover every base. We have to measure twice. We take pictures before every installation, okay? We want to know as much detail as we can. Why? So that the homeowner feels good about it, that it's all professionals doing it on his behalf. It's not that, you know, our people won't be installing a roof on Monday and then on Tuesday installing a walk-in tub. No, we focus only on the bathroom, and we want bathroom safety. Therefore, with the industry itself currently today, where there are no rules and regulations to speak of, we're becoming part of that through Home Modification Canada. So we want to be part of that so that it's all professionals working as a team effort. Again, it's not a short-term thing. Changing a bathroom over is not meant for 1 year, it's meant for 20 years, okay? And keeping the value of the home intact also, because some people say today, oh, well, it'll devalue my home. No, it won't. It'll add value. Why? Because aging in place is exactly that. The people want to stay home. They love it there. They don't want to change. They don't want to go elsewhere and change their lifestyle. You know, they have a happier life in their own environment.
Absolutely. You know, to our viewership, I'm going to explain a few things. Rick has hit up on three major points. One is lifespan housing. When there's a decision for modification or change to the home, there's truthfully really three ways of going about it. Typically, when someone is looking for immediate need changes to the home because of something traumatic that's happened to them, or something that's short-term meaning that they may not be in that house or in that environment for quite a bit of time. Where I kind of draw the line is any time under 5 years. As Rick stated, lifespan housing decisions have to be made, and if they are made, we have to take in consideration how someone will interact with their space from 55, 60 years of age up until 70, 75. Things change. Our mobility changes. Our sensory responses change. So what Rick has hit upon is absolutely important. On top of that is what we're a part of right now, myself and Rick, is Home Modifications Canada. This is a group of people that have founded the need to have individuals who are accredited and are responsible and educated in the field of home modification. And our focus is the aging in place, which Rick also touched upon. And we have an aging population here in the province, in the country, in North America, quite a bit. You know, we have 37 million people in this country, Right now, 1 in 7 lives with disability. That's going to increase. Our population by 2030 will be approximately 35% of our population will be over the age of 65. So we have to be prepared. And there's individuals like Rick who are involved with Home Modifications Canada that is looking to better and educate and provide knowledge so that this message gets to the masses. Rick, give us a little bit of information about Home Modifications Canada. What's it all about? You know, who's a part of it? I understand that you are, obviously. There's a few other main players from manufacturers such as American Standard and other groups. You know, what is the goal of Home Modifications Canada?
The real goal, John, behind Home Modification Canada, okay, not only to license individuals so that, you know, the consumer has a go-to place, okay, that can provide all the services and works with other professionals, okay, not just, you know, Billy Bob in a truck and he installs bathtubs on Monday, as I said before, and then on Tuesday he'll be doing your roof, okay. No, it's to say work with the specialists, okay, the products that are out there that are meant for it, okay. American Standard is full-time big on home health care, okay. They see the need for the seniors, okay, and therefore having something out there that is not only recommended by professionals, okay, but in the future, okay, it's something there that is for the people. Why? Because aging in place, I'll tell you a statistic that I just saw yesterday. The average person over the age of 55 will spend 48% of their future budget, okay, on bathroom renovation. And yet they'll only spend 20% on kitchen renovation. Why? Because the bathroom is the place that they have to have safety and everything else. They can always go to a restaurant and eat. You don't have to always use a kitchen in a house. But a house without a bathroom isn't a livable house, okay? So we look at it that way. Home Modification Canada with certifying people, okay? So that all of the specialists within Home Modification Canada, you know they're well trained, okay? It'll be the go-to place. It's not going to be, again, the part-time person or whatever, or someone that's representing a non-brand product, okay, which happens all the time because there's been a few companies that have gone out of business in the past few years.
Yes.
They only started a few years ago. They are not a brand. They don't have manufacturing. They're marketing agencies. And you'll see the marketing agencies on TV, and then they disappear. We get more calls today for people saying, can you fix our tub? Well, no, we can't because we can't get parts for it. I mean, it's a specific type of product that was brought in from whatever, and that causes a major problem because at the same time, John, these people would have paid far too much for what they received, non-branded, and you look at the bathroom and you say, well, wait a second, you know, like you could have had a safety bar here, you could have done this, could have done that. These people didn't do the job. They have no regulations, okay? They don't follow any regulations. Home Modifications Canada is about to change all of that so that everyone that is a member, okay, will have the criteria that they have to meet, such as liability insurance, etc., educational standards. So it's not, you know, just a free-for-all like it is today, okay? Now there's going to be some logic going in there so that people can feel well about what they're doing and in making their home much safer to live in because, quite frankly, people that are in, you know, past the age of 55, they don't want to move. They're happy in their environment, but they want a safe environment.
Absolutely. You know, what Rick touches upon is very important. Home Modifications Canada is looking for accreditation. Accessible Daily Living is working with the team at Home Modifications Canada to develop the very first Aging in Place certification program in Canada. So it's going to be called Accredited Aging in Place Specialist Canada. So we're working on that. We'll have more information as the season progresses in terms of having individuals here to discuss the course and the accreditation. Rick is going to be one of the very first individuals to go through the pilot to get the accreditation. So I'm very excited to have Rick as part of the group and the founding group to get accredited and get his insight on in terms of how to proceed with the course and who is our target market with regards to providing the course. Rick, to get even further, I mean, we talk about these other companies have gone out of business, and we've had discussions about this, about the credibility of certain companies, and how walk-in tubs, there's a misconception with walk-in tubs and who it's meant for, who is using it. And one thing I get from you and really the American Standard brand is, if it's not needed for that individual, we don't want it in their house. We don't want people spending money, and it's still a pretty pricey product that you still provide a very good and below cost compared to most other people in terms of installation and the product. From your perspective and that of American Standard, I see that it's not about slapping these things in every house and saying, oh, you need. Like you said, you go through an assessment process to determine what the needs of the clients are. First and foremost, I want you to talk about the misconception and tell me, the two most popular types of models that you install, and what the response is from your client that tub actually meets their needs at 100%.
Well, John, I think to put that into perspective, okay, of course a walk-in tub is not for everyone, okay? If you have a shower person, they're not going to take a bath, okay? You're not going to put them in a bath. But at the same time, aging in place, and I'll say to the individual, have you ever had an ear infection? Oh yeah, well okay, you lose your balance, right? Now, you could be in a shower, you're going to hurt yourself, okay? And then his wife, she's a bath person. You're not going to convince her to put in a shower, okay? It just isn't going to happen. She wants her bath, okay? So you have to have something that's going to serve both. And with American Standard, we have a 3252 walk-in tub with an outward door that is large enough, okay, to shower all day long, but as well as for the spouse, okay, that she can bathe as well twice a day, 3 times a day. And that's the therapeutic value that's going to bring, okay, because when you're doing the assessment, you have to serve the home itself, okay? I was in a situation yesterday where they said, well, the master bedroom, the ensuite, is very tiny, and yet the main bathroom is huge. And I'm saying, well, the only place that you're going to put the tub is in the main bathroom because there's not enough room here. And serving the needs of the husband. All he cared about, having his shower. The wife, all she cared about, having her bath. Well, guess what? Her mobility is decreasing. She needs a walk-in tub. That's the best thing, okay? That's what's going to serve the purpose, because we run into these situations where the people call us, or we'll do an assessment in January, and in September they call and say, how fast can you put the tub in? Oh, why would you ask? I mean, well, because we have to get mother out of the hospital. She's been there for several weeks. She broke her hip. Oh, now you have to have the tub. You didn't want the tub before, but now after 7 weeks in the hospital, it becomes an urgent matter. We do our best to serve those needs, okay? These things happen in every situation. Therefore, with American Standard, and they've taken those things into consideration. There's an inward door model, which is 3rd generation. The new generation is the outward door model, okay? That one is recommended in 90% of the situations with professionals. Why? You have wheelchair accessibility, walker, a cane, whatever. The door swings out of the way. We make sure the safety bars are there and everything. Now people can really enjoy that tub, as well as for the spouse that says, I'm a shower person. More than enough. Go in there, have your shower, because why? We put a grab bar in the front. You have the handheld shower, so it can be used. It's a dual purpose tub. So that's, what is coming out now and what is out now, okay? And what we're finding as well, okay, as an aside, is a lot of the retirement homes now, because we're doing their assessments, they're going with the American Standard outward opening door as being a multi-purpose tub for their facility.
So that's the one you're going to recommend, is the outward opening. Like, the outward opening is, even from my perspective, just to let you understand how that is you have exposure to the seat, you have exposure to the internal functions and the spacing within the walk-in tub. Essentially, in the 3rd generation, like Rick was stating, the door swings inward, probably taking up, is taking up the square footage and the space, available space to maneuver inside the tub. That no longer exists with the outward opening door that allows you to swing that door open, come in without obstruction, without any type of hindrance of maneuvering, turning, twisting, and sitting inside the tub. Like, those are the beauties of the outward tub, and the ability to transfer from a wheelchair onto the seat with a transfer board or with the assistance of a personal support worker, a caregiver, a family member, what have you. And look, you can use these things as a walk-in tub and still have a shower head or long handle shower wand attached so you can take a shower. Obviously, Rick has told us with the outward turning 3250, Rick, is that it?
3250, correct.
Yeah, 3250, you can still take a shower if that person, it's large enough and big enough. Now, one of the things I want to talk about two small aspects, or two very important aspects of the walk-in tub. Rick, filling up and draining, how fast can both be done inside that walk-in tub?
Glad that you asked that, John, because we get that all the time. With the American Standard walk-in tubs, okay, we have a 3/4 inch fast fill faucet that is Canadian Disability Association approved, okay? That's the one that we stick with. Why? Because if you've got arthritis, whatever, okay, that is the approved faucet set, and it'll fill that tub in a matter of minutes. Now, for draining, the biggest issue in the industry,
Yes, it is.
biggest, okay? How long does it take to drain this thing? Because why? I'm 75 years old. It's cold. It's winter. Well, with American Standard, they listen to the people. Why? Because they create these products through research and asking the end user, okay? They patented the quick drain pump. Less than 2 minutes, that tub is empty. You're out of that tub. You open the door. Why? Because you can't open the door in the tub when there's water in it, okay? So American Standard came up with that solution. We know our competition, they say bad things about it, but we don't care, because why? People realize it, okay? That is very, very important. The essential part of a walk-in tub, quick drain, for emergencies, for every reason, okay? Because once you're ready to get out, it's time to get out.
Awesome. Rick, well, thank you. I knew I wanted to keep that last point. Guys, it's so important, especially in that situation, to be like that. So, again, I want to thank Rick Fangio of American Standard Walk-in Tubs for joining us here today on Accessible Daily Living on the Disability Channel. We'll be right back after this break to wrap it up and then just give our final few points of the day. Guys, thank you very much, and we'll see you after the break.
When it comes to our health and our fitness, and then the word we use now is postural fitness, I think you need all the help you can get. Pro football trainers or doctors recommend this to my sons, and they're professional athletes, and I think it's good enough for them, then it's something I can try too. And I've been to physical therapists, and they recommend alignment. I've been introduced to neurobands, and it's not anything that limits what I do, but I know there's benefit there. I think it gives me comfort, but it gives me confidence as I'm trying to improve my posture. One of the things I've learned is what we call the postural fitness. That's kind of a starting point right there. And wearing the alignment is just to improve my life. Well, after years of football, I had a few injuries and I had some surgeries. You don't just bounce back from those things, so any help I can get along the way, I'm all for it. To be able to have a product that I'm just wearing, well, I feel like I'm wearing my workout. It makes me feel better. It's been helpful to me. I wear one when I work out. I wear one when I play golf. Certainly something that's recommended by doctors or physical therapists, if it's good enough for them, it sure ought to work for us. People riding on airplanes, behind computers, sitting behind a desk. This is for the common person out there that pays attention to their posture. You know, as we get older, we all have ailments. I think along the way we can do things to make age stand still a little bit. So I just tried to put a real emphasis on my postural fitness.
Hello, I'm Lawrence with New Bandage Technology, and we're here with Brian. Hi, my name is Brian Frost. I'm a physical therapist with core rehabilitation and sports medicine. And we're here with Sophia. Sophia's been using the new Bandage technology. Here she's a post-op ACL reconstruction about 3.5 to 4 weeks out from her surgery. And I've really seen the new Bandage has made a dramatic impact in its recovery time, allowing to accelerate her recovery speed and get her back into the exercises that are more functional for her, thereby allowing her to regain her muscle use and activation. The biggest thing that's done for her is that it's minimized the swelling post-operative and allowed her quad muscle to stay active so that we didn't have to spend the first 4 to 6 weeks of therapy reactivating the quad and stabilizing the knee. We've been able to do that in with just a few sessions, and it also gives her that compression that she needs so that she can move forward with these exercises. And that's exactly what you would want from a device like this.
Brian, thanks so much.
Absolutely.
It's been a pleasure working with you.
Thank you.
I'd like to share with you today new and exciting technology in wound care and a revolutionary way for you to treat your patients. My name is Lawrence Rinke, inventor at New Bandage Technology. Let's take a closer look. New Bandage is a one-piece, mold-injected thermoplastic elastomer that holds sub-bandages and other medical devices in place without the use of tapes, adhesives, or fasteners. New Bandage is not absorbent. It's hand washable, it's sanitizable, it's fast, reliable, and easy to apply. New Bandage is an excellent strategy for burns, skin grafts, wound care, and perfect for our elderly and our children. There's no fasteners, no buckles, no tapes, no adhesives, there's no latex, there's no discomfort, and it's waterproof. Unlike traditional cloth bandages that trap body heat and perspiration, New Bandage allows for excellent airflow with easy access and visibility to the affected area. And it's perfect for patients who have vascular and sensitive skin issues.
We always recommend to use a non-adherent cotton dressing between the new bandage and the skin for additional comfort and moisture control. So easy to apply. New Bandage is a padded bandage system. Clean and dress affected area. Hold new bandage vertically and open the top end with both hands. Roll the bandage up, creating a donut shape. Stretch the bandage from the center and place over affected area. Roll the bandage over the dressing. Adjust the bandage so the air holes are equal in size and shape. Ensure that new bandage is centered over the affected area. New Bandage, the ideal choice.
I invite you to visit us at our website at newbandage.com.
Welcome back, folks, to this beautiful but cold Friday morning here in Toronto. I want to thank Rick Fajon of American Standard Walk-in Tubs for joining me today on the show, guys. He's a wealth of knowledge. He's a humble guy. You got to see him out in his own, and when he's in his element, he is definitely one of the foremost authorities when it comes to walk-in tub safety and bathroom safety. It's a pleasure to have him as part of the team, part of the Home Modifications Canada. He comes with so much experience with regards to that. And one of the things I want to really touch upon with you, the audience viewership, is the misconceptions with walk-in tubs. Yes, they're not for everyone. Yes, they do meet the need of a certain population, and that's what Rick stands for. I hope what you got from today was an individual who understands, by utilizing an assessment tool, by utilizing the fact that American Standard does not want these tubs to go into a home where they're not going to be used. They take pride in their product. They take pride in their installation. They take pride that people are actually utilizing their product that will make them safe and give them the ability to stay at home longer. These are the issues that I can tell you right now. I'm one of those. I was one of those naysayers 4 or 5 years ago. But understanding, knowing, learning, getting the education of what walk-in tubs can do for a certain population of individuals with disabilities is important. It's the, it's that person, is tired, is 70 years of age, it's got their rheumatoid arthritis, has weaknesses, has endurance issues, has had a heart attack and just wants to sit down, can't do it anymore, and there's a need. So I want to thank Rick for that. I want to thank Rick for the ability to engage the audience and give them the explanation and the experience and the knowledge around walk-in tubs. I just want to, advise everybody, if you need to contact Rick, Rick does work very closely with Accessible Daily Living, but you can reach him at the walkintubcompany@gmail.com or www.thewalkintubcompany.ca. He can also be reached toll-free at 1-866-458-8208. Rick, again, I want to thank you for joining us today and being a part of Accessibility Daily Living and the Disability Channel. So, guys, please follow us on Roku, follow us on the disabilitychannel.ca, check in, click on live, and we will see you guys next time. Have a great day.